This is Ashley and Frank, and we are here to talk about our process to create a dorm room sign for our Tools Mastery project. We decided that it would be important to communicate to our peers whether we are in or out of the room. To achieve this, we followed a certain design process. To begin, we took time to learn about Arduino by creating simple circuits to turn an LED on or off when the Arduino is plugged into power. To begin creating our dorm sign, we first drew a crude sketch of the layout of the sign. We planned to hang the sign with string and a command hook, as these are readily available to college students. From here, our next step was to begin writing our Arduino code. We began this step by breaking the program into 3 sections: variables needed, code outlines for the void setup method, and code outlines for the void loop method.
The first section of the code defines the variables, 2 LEDs, a push button, and a boolean. The second section of the code, the void setup, is only run once, and this section defines which pins are outputs or inputs. The third section of the code, the void loop section, is run repeatedly. We broke down what we wanted our circuit to do as using a button push to toggle between 2 states, alternating which LED is on. The input button variable reads the state of the button as either pressed or not pressed. Next, we created an if statement with the constraint that the button input equals 1 or that the button is pressed. For the if statement, the Boolean state starts off as pressed, so pressing the button then changes the state to not pressed. The voltage of the in LED corresponds to the state, or 0 for the first button press. The voltage of the out LED corresponds to state not, or 0 for the first button press. This turns the out LED on and the in LED off. Because the value of the state and state not alternate with each if statement, pressing the button will toggle the LEDs on and off.
One issue we faced in our initial program occurred when we pressed the button and the LEDs didn't alternate properly, and sort of flicked between each other. This problem is formally known as something called bouncing. Bouncing can occur when the button essentially doesn't have time to reset itself. This can lead to an error when pressing the buttons. To fix this, we inserted a 150 millisecond delay. In addition to building the circuit and writing the code, we were able to hone our skills of soldering. We learned to be conservative with the soldering iron, since it only takes a few seconds to get a good join between the solder and the wire. Using our new skills, we were able to create a working circuit and dorm room sign, and we feel confident using our new knowledge to aid our team in the upcoming prototyping process.